Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Hearts of Iron number 4. Let's carry on from the end of the last save game, which we're playing as right, game is loaded. Leo Belgicus is the one we're playing at the moment. We got, of course, our core nations here. Looks like we got a new invasion by the Canadians that's occurring here. And it looks like we're basically having quite a bit of luck there in beating them away from our shores. So that's good. Africa is mostly occupied by the Allies. We had a tiny chunk of terrain here, which we're basically still trying to, of course, retain. But it looks like I'm going to have to basically pull back here anyways. Let's see what I can do to basically at least create a single front here. Looks like I'm having a bit of luck there, which is good. If I'm looking a look closer to home though, we're also fighting a nice battle here, at least in the Baltics. It looks like we're actually able to surround the various different parties here, and we're able to at least try to obliterate these army groups here. Which of course would be very, very effective if we can get that done. So Germans are helping out nicely, but yeah, we really need to drive for Moscow to get some proper successes here. I'm still trying to basically push them back, the Soviets here. Just need to see how that goes. And then yeah, as you can see, I'm basically pushing more and more units to the front to try to, of course, push these enemies back. That's my current goal. Try to at least, yeah, if I can take Talon, it would be great. This gives me a port in that particular location. I guess I could do the same here. Again, I'm going to try to basically drive through to basically gain more ground and at least cut off their potential routes of a retreat. Be one of my units. I don't see them pulling back here through the sea, so I'm not quite sure whether that is actually something that's actually happening or not. We'll see. Let's have a brief look at our our naval bits and pieces here. Western Mediterranean, it looks like, and this one. I'm going to try to merge these two into one. So it looks like there's mostly going to be a naval or submarine fleet, which is fine. I can live with that. So those two are going to be turning into one, which of course is how it should be. Got some new units coming onto the front line here. Now that's really at the forefront there. That's all on that side, and of course over here you've got quite a bit of homeland defense. Well, that's what I'm calling them at the moment. We can of course add additional units too if I wanted to. So for the moment I'm just going to add these units here. It's really in the heart of things. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to split that up into the north and the south parts of the divisions, but let's see how that goes for the moment being. So this particular template here is, yeah, it's MPs and so forth. I don't really need too many of those, but yeah, I don't think it's really a big issue having more of that at my disposal if I wanted to. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the other general here. I don't think I need to garrison that section anymore. They'll be taken up by the other general, so I can reallocate those units quite easily. But let's keep an eye on the eastern front here. We're still basically dealing with Riga. It's a slow progress we got there. All of these units are still moving. Let's try to help them out there as well. you can see they're basically trying to counterattack here as well on this side, which I don't think is a massive issue, but as long as we can basically push them back, that would be great. If I can take them all the way to Leningrad, at least I cut them off from the entire Baltics here, then that would be amazing. I think I can move this one away already. Right. Ooh, nice. Nice bit of research we completed here. Mechanized offensive, which is good. So which of these is best? Hard attack for the army or the all infantry and mechanical soft attack? Don't think I've got much in terms of artillery and such, so I really need to basically get most out of the other bits and pieces. So I think I'm going to go down this route here anyways. Gives me more soft attack. It's quite useful. Moving there, perfect. So these guys here. I'm going to try to push them back into Tallinn to basically cut them off from their potential routes of escape. Looks like we got multiple units here still. Let's have a look at what's happening down here in this section here. As you can see, we're pushing them back quite nicely here as well. We've got units moving through here. Also got units operating further down. And again, my aim here is to basically cut them off from any of the ports here. So firstly, of course, I'm going to take the section in Georgia here. At least that's the aim. And of course, I got another couple of units moving further towards Rostov here as well. Now let's have a look at the other front line that we got. So yeah, we're doing okay over here. We're doing okay over there, but really the main bit where I'm struggling is over here. So if I'm able to push these units back through here, that would be useful. Let's move all of these back here, back towards there as well, towards the core of my holdings. That one's retreating already. That's not really what I want. Yeah, all of my units are pushing back. And I really need to retain that that port here, because that's really my only route of getting my supplies in. That's really well defended here, as you can see already. We're operating here from various different air bases. It's Portuguese, Timor. We've taken part of the Dutch East Indies here, which used to be part of Australia. I'd love to maybe get some of these units over here to be able to move from here, but yeah, well, let's look at that in a little bit. Let's first move back here to the east front. Yes, it looks like we actually have been able to take this port city here. That has freed up quite a bit of my units here now, and I can redeploy them. As you can see, they're already being redeployed towards pushing further in towards potentially Tallinn and so forth. I set them to go on the offensive instead of basically on the defensive, which should be helpful as well. As you can see, that cavalry unit is retreating already. Looks like they're actually trying to push back against our units, but that's fine. I'm trying to push through here. Really, I need to get these units up here to move properly into Leningrad. So once I get my hands on Leningrad, I see that gives me another edge here. At least that's my hope. Quite a bit of confrontation going on the front line here. And it looks like finally some of our units are getting involved here as well. The one thing I do really need to keep an eye on is basically my troop levels. My manpower is dropping substantially. I think I'm down to about less than 10% of my manpower, as you can see, that's remaining. If I look at my total figures, I've got how much is deployed in the field. I got 1.7 million. Might want to cut down on some of my numbers. Let's have a look at my training figures here. As you can see, I'm still training another armored division. I'm still training more motorized divisions, marines, and so forth. Yeah, but most of my training has already been finished, so that's at least a good thing. Looks like the Romanians are doing quite nicely down here as well. Looks like the Russians are pushing back a little bit here. But yeah, we're getting somewhere finally, which of course is great to see. So let's see if we can actually switch these units over from defensive over to offensive. As you can see, there's a massive amount of troops there, and they really want to retain their hold here, because yeah, they do see the weakness of their current position, it looks like. I guess if we can get them to somehow move quicker, that'd be even better. Talon is one of the keys over here. Look at the numbers of troops here though. Huge. The numbers seem to have only grown since yeah, for a fair while now, I guess. But I do think that the German troops are higher in quality, which helps them quite a lot when basically, of course, they're on the defensive. Should be one not too long from now. What kind of unit is that though? It's only got a combat strength of 6 in terms of offense, soft attack, and the rest is defense. Got a high defense rating though. High. Really, really high. Let's see what happens when we do this. Grozny is over here as well. Should be an interesting city to take. Tbilisi. Lots of interesting cities here. But yeah, my main focus should really be on the Baltics, I think. Still pushing more units into that similar route. Let's get more units involved here. Manpower is still dropping, but I think we can actually work with that. More manpower is being pushed in, which is always good. Some tanks involved there as well. Again, these units really don't need to be down there. The Germans will be able to hold that part of the front. At least that's my hope. Good. Looks like we're finally pushing into one of the spaces there what I wanted to take. As you can see, they already got low supplies because, yeah, they got so many units in that pocket that they just can't resupply all of them as they would want to. Now, my units are all in low supply as well. I was hoping to be able to alleviate that by actually having access to these ports here, but that hasn't actually occurred as of yet. Is that a Soviet unit there? No, it's actually a Hungarian unit. It just looks like a Soviet unit in terms of helmet and so forth, but okay. Good. They're trying to attack us, and they're not having too much luck. We're trying to attack them, and we're not having a lot of luck either. That will change. That will change. Requires a little bit of time, but we'll get there. Pocket is luckily shrinking. Alright, more units are being pushed in. Should help us quite nicely. And again, our performance out here seems to be doing okay as well. Have I got more fighters to deploy? Still got a fair number of these here. So let's do, let's say, a batch of 60. Okay, so these guys here, if I assign these to support, for example, this army unit here, that would be quite helpful. Back to, of course, the land-based view here. Let's look at actually what's happening now in Southeast Asia. We've been able to hold that port main city here. Yeah, I do want to push these guys out of there if I can, or at least obliterate them. Yeah, they're low on supplies, and that should be a relatively easy kill. I don't think we need to basically push them there. If I can really keep that little pocket here, that'd be great. There seem to be less enemy units on the front here at the moment. I don't see Japan doing much though either. It's a bit of a pity. There's not much movement here. Ooh, looks like the Spanish are really pushing into Africa now. It's a nice movement. That for sure is a nice movement. Some Italian units moving through, I guess? No, they're actually defending. Interesting. Look at that. Talon is now really going to be the last foothold there. And really they're trying everything in their power to basically keep it. Which is fine. It's perfectly fine. You just need to remember that basically, yeah, they're not the only power who's operating in this area. Let's have a look what else we got here. Fair number of German troops who are actually under my command are standing ready here. Let's move them there, and let's actually have them attack that location there. Taking out that airfield would be quite useful, particularly if it's so close to the front line already. I don't think I need to basically keep all this protected here, so I'm just reducing that front line somewhat. Alright, what else have we got here? I think we're having quite a bit of luck here in this region here. And talent should be able to fall relatively quickly, I'd say. Look at that. Rostov. It's not going to be that long, I'd say. Rostov will fall. Let's take these guys here. Set them up there. Have them help out on that section there. Should be quite useful. Attacking a tank division over here. Look at that. Russians are trying to attack. Looks like they're losing out there. Can I promote any of my generals in the meantime? That would be quite useful. Let's have a look at these generals individually. So this general here, it says I've got enough points to do something. Combined arms expert. I think that would be a useful one. Doesn't look like I can give this guy anything yet. Same with this one here. Same with this one here. This gentleman here. Well, it looks like in terms of experience he's ready for something, but I guess he doesn't have anything I can give him yet. Albert den Ouden. Nice. Look at that. They're really in a death pocket here now. I could let them stew there for a little while. Maybe. But yeah, it's going to be the death of them. Because you look at the supplies, it's a done deal. Let's just deal with the pockets that we still have here, so that we don't have them in our rear anymore. And at least we can actually see all the troops moving to the front line here properly. We're having some luck in the Mediterranean, which is good. So it looks like we got even more units becoming available now. So again, I can do that merging, but unfortunately my units are engaged at the moment. One kill. What has he killed? Okay, destroyer. Interesting. Another destroyer. And yet another destroyer. So that's the Charleston, Beverly, and the Charleston. Okay, so I guess that was a joint kill. Ah, assisted. Perfect. Alright, let's do another brief look here in Southeast Asia. Yeah, that little pocket's now been dealt with. Guys, I don't need that. It's only creating extra hassle if you basically try to do that, which we do not need. Come on guys, let's retreat. We don't need that. Yeah, we would like to keep that. Maybe I should set my fallback lines here then. Front line, fallback line. Nice, good. Oops. I should be setting up my fallback line properly. more units here? Yes, I do. Good. Let them all come in. Let them all come in. Oh, I got more divisions here. Cool. Didn't realize that. Well, let's have a look at our Dutch front here. Cool. It was mostly Germans, or German troops at least. The smaller we can make that front line, the easier our lives get to be. Let's move these guys properly. These guys as well. I'm not even sure why they're standing still down there, but okay. They abandoned that particular spot, it looks like. Let's take one of these guys here and just move it into there. And the rest of the Germans can basically move in to back me up. This looks to be an absolute slaughterfest here. They're really trying to prevent me from basically taking that particular spot. Of course, there's extra factories and so forth that are based there, which is quite useful. But guys, I think it's about time for us to call it a day. So we had great luck here in this little pocket here, pushing these guys back, and we're probably obliterating a fair number of these Soviet units here. There's no further ports here, so they're not getting any resupplies, no reinforcements, so those guys will absolutely be dead. Well, at least in the next episode they will be. Guys, thanks again for watching, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode. In the meantime, take care, bye bye.